If you appreciate our content, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. That will really help us to reach more people. Thank you.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center. We're going to start out with a familiar one, so I invite you to stand up and sing with us. Join together. 1, 2, here we go. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 love,
joined together, together in love.
We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Everybody sing join together. Oh, join together. Join together. Join together, together in love. 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 All right. You can have a seat.
Good morning, Unity. And good morning to everybody online. We are glad you are here with us today. And is there anybody here for the very first time? No? Okay. I'm just listening to all the joyous voices in the hall. I love that energy. I don't know about you. Yeah, oh good, I'm glad, because guess what? We're not going to get away from it, so let's engage it and live with it and enjoy it and celebrate it, because that is what we are about, is about celebrating light, celebrating life, and celebrating joy. So with that, let's pull out our phones. Those of you who use them, check in on your social media with the affirmation, Shining My Light. We begin a new series this month entitled Living Your Truth Unapologetically. We're going to learn how to do that. And part of that is shining our light, which we will explore today. So also everything will be your app. If you have the app, has all the notes, including some bonus stuff on today's service. So if you don't have the app, and you want it, see one of us after service, and we'll be glad to help you get it set up. It's really a way to engage deeper in the lesson in particular and find out all the great stuff that's happening here at Unity Spiritual Center. And to learn more about what great things are happening here at Unity Spiritual Center, I introduce Martine Bachman, who will share some information with us.
Good morning. All right, we have a few things to let you know about today. First of all, after the service, we're going to have a prayer chaplain orientation. We do our annual prayer chaplain training in the spring, and if you have ever wanted to learn anything about the prayer chaplain program, why don't you come and we'll share some information about it, and we'll explain what it means to become a prayer chaplain. This meeting is mandatory if you're considering becoming a prayer chaplain this year. Our Blackstone service will be on Good Friday, April 18th, from 7 to 8 p.m. And while Unity focuses more on the teachings of Jesus than on traditional Easter observances, we honor Good Friday with the Blackstone ceremony, a powerful Native American ritual. And we hope to see you there for that wonderful ceremony. Next Sunday, April 13th, our guest speaker is Reverend Keith Giles, and he is the author of Quantum Teachings of Jesus. In both the Sunday lesson and in a workshop following, Keith will dive deep into the Gospel of Thomas and uncover the profound mystical teachings of Jesus. The title of the workshop is Embracing Mystery and the Beautiful Uncertainty of Everything. And that workshop will be from 12:30 to 2:30. Okay, I'd like to bring up Jeff Siddall, who has an announcement for us.
Good morning, Unity. Are you sick of me yet? Are you sick of me yet? I am not done yet. As you know, we're having a Sister Jessica Bingo Bonanza and Drag Show Extravaganza on Friday, April 25th. The doors open at 6 p.m. The event starts at 6:30. The tickets are $20 for 4 bingo cards and some very groovy bingo daubers that we will include with it. And if you purchase more bingo cards, you increase your odds to win. And for an extra $5, you can get a Sister Jessica communion sampler. We have one that is a vegetarian vegan option, and then we have a second one that has meat and cheese, the regular option. That's $5 more. We'll have prizes and raffle baskets and split the pot 50-50. We have Unity logo water bottles that we will be selling. Very nice. And we will have food too. So, in order for this to be a true fundraiser and fundraiser, we would like you to buy a ticket, $20, or buy 2 tickets. We also need financial donations to buy the supplies. So we're not asking you to go to Sam's Club or Costco and get us muffins or cookies or whatever that happened to be. We will do the shopping for you, but we're looking for a little extra money to do that, so we're not cutting into any profit that we may make on that night. We're also still looking for donations for bingo prizes, like gift cards, and raffle basket items. So today, Sister Jessica has sent us her 3rd video. The first one was how to dress fabulously for a drag bingo event, of course. She had a video on how to tip the queens, and today's video is called Bingo Lingo 101. So let's take a look.
Hello, my bingo ball babies. Welcome to episode 3 of How to Survive Drag Bingo. This week, we're covering Bingo Lingo 101. Now, drag bingo can be a little confusing when it comes to all of the kooky, crazy things that we say. We're going to lay out a few of the basics for you so that you may walk into the event a little less confused. Let's start with the free space. This is your gift from the bingo gods, huh? You didn't even have to try. It's like putting your name on top of a test. +1 point. The next one you might hear is a bingo novice. This is a fresh-faced new little bunny who's never been with us in a bingo hall before. What you can expect is a wink from the queens, a nod from me every now and then, and a helping hand when you get a little lost. We'll probably also laugh at you when you mess up, but that's just part of being the newbie. Up next, you might hear us call someone the Bingo Diva. Now, that's someone who wins every single game. You sit there, seething with envy, but secretly admiring her skill, huh? The phrase false alarm might be heard a few times in the bingo hall. This inevitably happens every single game. It's when someone thinks they have a bingo and, surprise, they don't, and then we all have to pretend like we didn't just go through that letdown together. Been there, administered the penance around that. So, now that you've all been schooled in bingo lingo, what are you waiting for? Get your tickets. I'll see you at the show.
So we have presently sold 36 tickets between people that have bought them in the back after church and also online. So 36 tickets, we need to sell 64 more. We need to sell at least 100 tickets. So if everybody here today bought at least one ticket, we would be closer to our goal. So we will take cash or check in the lobby after service, or you can scan a QR code and buy with credit card online. I don't know about if you look at Facebook or not, we have lots and lots of ads on Facebook advertising the event. There's also an internet link on those Facebook ads that you can go to and use your credit card to buy a ticket or buy them in person. I hope to see you buying those tickets. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Okay, for more information on this wonderful bingo event or our classes and other events or donations to USC, please go to the USC website, uscabq.org. We also have an associated Facebook page. We have a YouTube channel, or you can just open up that weekly newsletter and check it out. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and introduce our trustee of the day, who just happens to be sitting here right now. How convenient. Jeff.
Before I lead us in reciting the mission, vision, and core values, our fearless leader, Reverend Gordon Keyler, would like to say a few words about our fundraiser.
Thank you, Jeff. All right, how many of you are excited about the Drag Queen Bingo Extravaganza? Really? That was not very enthusiastic. I'm excited about it, so excited that I'm inviting friends and family. You can do that too. My daughter and my 15-year-old grandson are pumped and ready to be here to join in the fun. Now, you may be saying, yeah, I don't know if I'm totally comfortable with this. I'm your minister. I'm comfortable with it. I endorse it. I give you my special blessing to participate. Why? Because of our core values, our mission, our vision. Unity and God do what? We leave no one out. And that includes our friends who are drag queens. And I guess there's drag kings too, but I haven't met any. So, but we support them and welcome them too. So let's spread the word. This is a great opportunity for us to not only raise money, not only have fun, but make a statement to the world that we are here. We are a safe place. We are a place where every single human being, regardless of anything, is welcome. So if you said it, if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. Tell your friends, invite them, freak them out. It's okay. Some people need to be freaked out and join the fun. Thank you.
So back to the worship. Let's recite our mission statement together. We inspire spiritual growth through honoring many paths, education, prayer, sacred service, and abundant living. Our vision. Centered in love, we see a harmonious world of divine expression. Core values. We are Christ-centered, loving, inclusive, joyous, uplifting, open-minded, and fun. The Unity Credo. We believe all people are created with sacred worth. We serve all people in emotional and spiritual ways. We welcome the diversity of all. God and unity leave no one out. All right, ways to give. So we can accept your love offerings here in person as the ushers come around. We have the Church Center app. You can give online at www.uscabq.org/give, or you can give on your phone. Text to give at 84321. Join me in the offering blessing. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
Go. I am light, I am light. 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 I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, any other things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am light.
Join me in the prosperity dedication. In a universe overflowing with the allness of God, all the needs and desires of Unity Spiritual Center and those we serve are bountifully met from every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected. Our abundant good is here now. Thank you, God.
All right, it's time for a congregational song. You'll notice we have lots of light in our songs today. I invite you to stand up. We're going to do A Light in This World. That's one of our favorites. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Here we go. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light. shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, shine, we shine so, and we shine, and we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright.
All right, great job. Thank you.
My name is Ellen Kajikawa, your prayer chaplain today, along with Josie Godfrey. We will be available to pray with you individually on either side of the sanctuary after the service. Just look for our white prayer stoles. Prayer requests slips can be found in the seat pocket in front of you and deposited in the box in the lobby.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, God's Spirit, is in this very room.
The word of the day is assurance. I live in the assurance of my divinity. There may have been times when I doubted my ability to create the life of my highest imaginings and resigned myself to living a limited life. Today, I make a new choice. I know myself as fully divine, fully human. I am so much more than my past. Even if I have made regrettable decisions or disempowering choices, I have the assurance that with each new day, I can begin again and build the life I want to live. As I pray, I feel the limitations of the world fall away. In the silence, I feel the assurance, presence, and fullness of my own divinity. This is the enduring truth of what I am. I affirm I am strong, I am creative, I am wise. I leave the past behind and eagerly create my future, assured of my eventual success. I live in the assurance of my divinity.
And as I live in the assurance of my divinity, I bring my awareness to my heart center, the seat of my own indwelling Christ, my light that is the truth of who I am, my light that I am assured is meant to shine. I recall the words in Genesis that I am created in the image and likeness of God. The image of health, of wholeness, of love, of abundance, of peace, and of joy. All of these, I am. I am a light of God expressing. I am meant to shine. My teacher and way shower, Jesus, said, "You are the light of the world. Do not hide." And so today, I become more aware of my light. I remember who I am, why I am here, what I am to do. I remember that all of those are my light, my presence, my memory, and my purpose. I am meant to do more than just get through life. For I am meant to be a light, to shine, to grow, to evolve, to empower others, to be my true self. As I go through life, I do not allow myself to be distracted by the appearance of what goes on around me. Yes, I am aware of it. Yes, I participate in appropriate ways. And yes, I hold the high watch. I am a light. I willingly allow God to shine through me, to illuminate darkness, to light others' flames, and to remember my sole purpose. For my soul does have a purpose. It is unique to me, but it is the light that I am. And as I join my light with others around the world, the light becomes stronger. I look out at all the needs in the world right now, all that is going on. And in my humanness, I say, God, I am only one person. How can I make a difference? And the voice comes back. My child, you are the difference. You are the light. Speak your truth. Live your truth unapologetically. Be who and what I created you to be. For you are my light in the world. As I breathe into that, I rest in silent meditation, discerning my purpose, fanning the flame of my light, stepping in to my truth. And as I remember who I am, what I am, and why I am, I rejoice. I rejoice that the light of God is in me, through me, and shines from me. I rejoice that there are millions of lights in this world. And as I combine my light with others, I know that there's more than enough love and more than enough power to chase away all the gloom in the world right now in this very room.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, God's Spirit, is in this very room.
This is a song by Thomas Rhett. In a time full of war, be peace. In a time full of doubt, just believe. There ain't much difference between you and me. In a time full of war, be peace. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide that light. You were born to shine. In a world full of dark, be a light. La 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 la. In a place that needs a change, make a difference. In a time full of noise, just listen. 'Cause life is but a breeze, better live it. In a place that needs a change, make a difference. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide your light. You were born to shine. In a world full of dark, be a light. In a race you can't win, slow it down. You only get one go around. 'Cause the finish line is 6 feet underground. In a race you can't win, slow it down. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide your light. You were born to shine. In a world full of dark, be a light. Yeah, it's hard to live in color when you see in black and white. In a world full of dark,
Thank you, Diana. Diane Hughes.
Thank you, Soulshine Band and Diana. I love that. In a world full of darkness, be the light. That's what we're going to be talking about today, is how do we shine our light? That is the first step in living our truth unapologetically, because our truth is we are the light, and it's time we shined and shined brightly. I don't think there's ever been a time, at least in my memory, when the world has needed the light more than it does right this moment. And this is our opportunity to step up and be that light. So we're going to be exploring today several different ideas on how to do that and what it means to shine our light. The first step, though, is to recognize the light within us. We live in a world that has told us for too many years to be humble. Who are you to be the light? Only a few chosen ones are the light. No, we are all the light, and we have to recognize it within us. One of the challenges we have is so many of us have had times in our life, by our conditioning and our culture, of going through life searching for meaning, looking for something to complete us. It may be external achievements, relationships, material success, and we think these things will bring us fulfillment. But we found, I think if you're here in this room today or watching online, you are here because you realized that doesn't work. Am I right? Yes. All right. I think about what it says in Genesis, the very beginning of the Christian scriptures. So actually, that's from the Hebrew scriptures. So God created humankind in its own image. In the image of itself, it created them. Not a he, it's not a man. It's principle. It's energy. And we are created in that divine perfection that the creator of the entire universe is. We are not separate from it. We are not separate from God's love. We are not separate from God's presence, because we are, in fact, a channel of it, an expression of it. Myrtle Fillmore emphasized this when she said, "We are all God's children, including drag queens, so be here." We are his perfect expressions, and our light is ever present when we remember who we are. When we remember who we are. Yet despite this truth that has been written down for thousands of years, many people see their flaws, their mistakes, and their struggles, and they think, how can I be a light when I feel so broken? The problem isn't that we lack light. It's that we have forgotten we are light. Imagine this. Imagine you walk into a room and it's dark. Now you know there's a lamp on that table. It's got a bulb in it. It's got electricity ready for it. The potential for illumination exists, but we have to do what? Turn on the switch, yes. And that is what we are here today to learn more, how to do more better. I was an English teacher. How to do better. How to flip that switch easier. How to remember it's there when we get distracted. And let me tell you, it's so easy to get distracted right now. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of worry all around us that can cloud our awareness of the truth. But Jesus reassures us. In John 8:12, he's quoted, "I am the light of the world. And whomsoever shall follow me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of light." Now, I'm going to tell you something. This was not an egocentric statement. This wasn't Jesus going, "Follow me because I'm the one." This was the I am speaking through Jesus, the voice of Spirit itself. That's what he did most of the time. He channeled God. And when he says, I am the light of the world, that's the light speaking through him. And it's calling to us to recognize that light within ourselves. But to do that, we have to shift our perception. Instead of looking at our limitations, we have to look at our divine potential. Instead of seeing ourselves as small, we must remember that we are infinite expressions of God and God's love. Now, I'm going to be sharing some affirmations and reflection questions with you today, and they're in the app, if you have the app. So you can go back to them. You can sit with the reflection questions and think about them later. But the affirmation is, I am a radiant expression of God's light. Let's say that together. I am a radiant expression of God's light. I recognize the divine presence within me. Together. I recognize the divine presence within me. So when you're feeling like you're not feeling it, anybody ever have those days, those moments? I'm just not feeling it. Here's an affirmation you can use. I am a radiant expression of God's light. I recognize the divine presence within me, because it has to start with you first. We're going to get to others, don't worry. So the next thing we have to do then is cultivate or empower that light, add energy to it. Once we recognize it, we have to nurture it. Just as fire needs fuel to keep burning, our spiritual light needs our attention and our care. How do we do that? Anybody know? Nobody knows. What? Thank you. Gold star for whoever said that. Oh, he's got the notes. He's cheating. But that is the truth. Think about Jesus. He would teach, he would heal, he would do the things he did. And then what? He would go apart. He would go someplace quiet, just himself and God. And he would meditate and he would pray. He would seek renewal and reconnect, because it's easy, even for Jesus, it was easy to get distracted. In Mark, it says, very early in the morning while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. His example teaches us that cultivating our inner light requires a dedication to our spiritual growth. So how do we do that? Well, the first we've already mentioned, prayer and meditation. Prayer is how we align with divine truth. For more information, take Martine's class. It's not about asking for something we lack, but about affirming and remembering that God's presence lives in us. And then there's meditation. Meditation allows us to quiet the noise of the world so that we can hear the still, small voice of Spirit. Eric Butterworth talked about this when he wrote, "You do not have to pray for more light. You simply have to let it shine. You have all the light you will ever need. You are infinite light right now. We just have to get our humanness out of the way." So one of the ways we can do that is to let go of fear and negativity. Oh my gosh, that's a big one right now. Fear and worry can dim our light. And when we focus on it, when we focus on lack, when we focus on struggle, when we are in resentment, what are we doing? We're creating barriers between ourselves and divine love. And we can't hear the chimes of Spirit. Just as a dirty window blocks sunlight, negative thinking blocks our own radiance. I recall the words of Paul when he wrote, "Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent and praiseworthy, think about such things." How many hours a day do we think about the opposite? Oh, look at what's going on in the world. Look at what they're doing over there in Washington. Look at what's happening over here. Instead of dwelling and putting our energy into what is praiseworthy, what is excellent. I love that line. Think about what is excellent. There's a lot of excellence coming around. It's growing even. And that's where we put our energy. Now we know, and we can step up and do what we are called to do as individuals, but we put our spiritual energy into what is right and true and praiseworthy and excellent. When we shift our focus to gratitude, faith, and love, our light grows stronger. We can do it through acts of love and service. Love is the most powerful way to cultivate divine light. When we serve others, we are not just helping them. We are strengthening the presence of light in ourselves. Jesus spoke on this and demonstrated it powerfully when he washed the disciples' feet. He said, "Now that I, your teacher, have washed your feet, you should also wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done." It wasn't a one-time thing. He was saying, do this. Now, we don't have to physically wash each other's feet. Some of us might find that a little uncomfortable. But figuratively, feet represent understanding. Washing represents washing away that which is blocking us and helping others to do the same. We can find our own unique way of serving, of figuratively washing feet. Because every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every moment of compassion expands the light within us. So here's an affirmation to help with that. I'll say it and then we'll say it together. I nurture my inner light. I nurture my inner light through prayer, love, and truth. Through prayer, love, and truth. Light is not meant to be hoarded. It is meant to be shared with the world. It is not meant to be hidden. It is meant to have that bushel taken off of it so that it can shine. What happens when you flip that switch on that light we talked about earlier? Instantly, the darkness is gone, isn't it? Well, that is what happens when we share our light with others. That's why Jesus said, let your light so shine before others that they may see your good works and glorify God in heaven. Metaphysically, it's not about saying, see me, look what I'm doing. It's about saying, see what can happen when we shine our light. We shine or glorify that light that God is. And heaven always represents a higher consciousness, a higher understanding. It's a call. It's a call for us to be beacons of hope, beacons of love, and beacons of truth in the world. How? You can do it through something as simple as a smile. As simple as a smile, or a kind word, or a listening ear. We don't always need to do grand gestures. Sometimes the smallest acts of love make the greatest impact. And now we get to one of the biggies. One of the things we do to let our light shine. But it's probably one of the hardest things to do. And that is to live authentically. What does that really mean, to live authentically? Well, living authentically means embracing who we truly are as divine beings and expressing that truth in every aspect of our lives. Simple, right? Thank you. Somebody's honest. It means aligning our thoughts, words, and actions with our spiritual identity instead of conforming to societal expectations or fear-based thinking or self-doubt. Yet living authentically, as we just discovered, is not always easy. Why? Because we struggle with that. What is my divine identity? How do I define myself? Do I define myself by what I do for a living? By my relationships? By my past mistakes? Or how others perceive me? Is that how I identify myself? Is that how I live authentically? For most of us at some point in our lives, maybe right now, yes. because that's how we're conditioned. But in Galatians, Paul reminded us, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives with me. Now, he wasn't saying I've been physically crucified. He was saying my little self that doubts, that lives in fear, that says, oh, this can't be real. Who am I to be this? I crucify, I get rid of it. I cross it out so that my full Christ potential may be expressed. That's an ongoing work. I don't know about you. I haven't fully accomplished it yet. What it means is that our deepest truth is not found in temporary external labels or conditions, but in the divine presence that is within us. Emily Cady said, your only business in life is to express God. We are not here to accumulate things or to gain social status. We are here to be full, to be the glorious expression of the Christ within. So we have to first recognize then, we are not broken. We are not inadequate. We are not lacking. We are whole, worthy, and filled with divine potential. So here's your first reflection question. What would change in my life if I fully embraced the truth that I am a divine expression of God? Now, don't answer it right now, but think about it. What would change in your life if you would fully embrace the truth that you are a divine expression of God? Would you then speak and act from truth and not fear? Because once we recognize the truth of who we are, the next step in living authentically is expressing that truth in our daily lives. That means speaking with honesty and integrity, making decisions based on faith, not fear. That's a big one. Choosing love over approval seeking. Many people hide their true selves out of fear of rejection, out of fear of criticism, out of fear of standing out. But think about this. Buddha, Jesus, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, the list goes on and on and on. Not one of them ever lived for approval. They lived for truth. In John it says, you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. When we live from our own spiritual truth, we find freedom. We no longer need to wear masks, unless there's a pandemic, but that's a physical thing. We no longer need to wear masks. We no longer pretend to be something we are not, or choose validation from others. And here's an example of living authentically. Imagine that you have a deep spiritual calling. All of you have a spiritual calling. It may not be to be a minister, but whatever your heart calls you to do, that's your spiritual calling. And everyone has one. But if we hesitate to act on it because it doesn't fit what society expects of us, it's hidden under a bushel. It's not the truth of who we are. It's not authentic. Maybe you felt led to write, to teach, or to serve in a ministry. But fear of failure holds you back. You know, Michael's not with us today. He's on tour with the Gay Men's Chorus. But I think about him, and one of the reasons I support him so much, and I hope you are supporting him, is because he heard that calling. And he has those moments, just like even I still do once in a while, where I don't know if I can do this. But we push through those moments, and we remember. We do not live in fear of failure. We step out in faith. Living authentically means trusting that God placed those desires in our hearts for a reason. It means stepping forward in faith, knowing that when we align with our divine truth, God provides the way. Here's another reflection question for you. Where in your life have you been holding back your true self? Don't answer it out loud. This is for you. And what would it look like to step forward in authenticity? What would it look like to let go of those old ideas and old beliefs that have been holding you back and step into health, step into wholeness, step into power, step into teaching, step into music, step into whatever it is you're being called to step into? I may want to rephrase that at some point. Step into activism, whatever it is. What would it be like to let go of what is holding you back? Because the only thing holding you back is up here. And the next thing we got to do is let go of people pleasing. One of the biggest obstacles to authenticity is the need for approval. Many of us make decisions based on what we think will please others, rather than what aligns with our calling. Jesus modeled radical authenticity. He spoke truth even when it was unpopular. He associated with those whom society rejected. And he followed his divine purpose, even when it led to opposition. In Galatians, Paul echoed this when he wrote, "Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of the Christ." When we prioritize pleasing God over pleasing people, we live with greater peace, greater confidence, greater purpose. And when we stop second-guessing ourselves and start trusting that our authenticity is enough, we shine our light and we empower those around us to do the same. So here's some questions you can ask yourself to see, am I stuck in people-pleasing? Because we all get there. At least I have. Anybody else? Yeah, I'm not going to admit it. It's okay. Here's some signs. Do we say yes to things we don't want to do just to make others happy? I hear honesty out there. Do we hide our true thoughts and feelings out of fear of judgment? Do we change our behavior depending on who we're around? Do we feel exhausted trying to meet everyone's expectations? Yes, we do. We all do it. Let's be honest. Well, here's some steps we can use to overcome this. Practice saying no when something doesn't align with your truth. I tell people all the time, no is a sentence. All by itself, it's a sentence. Remind yourself that your worth is not based on others' opinions. Make decisions based on faith and inner guidance rather than external pressure. And surround yourself with people who encourage and support your true self. That's why we come together at Unity, because we are surrounded by people who support each other and encourage each other. All right, here's another reflection question. In what areas of my life have I prioritized approval over authenticity? And what small step can I take today to break free? Authenticity is not about being perfect. It's about being you, your true self. I love this saying. I don't know where it originally came from, but Jesus did not call perfect people. He called real people, people who were flawed, people who were struggling, ordinary people, because God's power shines through our imperfections. It shines through our growth. It shines through our example. It shines through our strength and our courage to do it even when we don't think we can or all the world is telling us we can't. Our worth is not based on external perfection, but on our divine essence. So living authentically means that our actions reflect our highest truth. We recognize that we are divine beings, and then we naturally desire to live in alignment with that. So how do we align with our true purpose then? We spend time in prayer. We ask questions like, does this decision align with my highest self? We follow our inner guidance, even when it may feel scary or uncertain. And we let go of that which no longer serves us. Emily Cady wrote, "There is nothing in all the universe that can stand between you and your highest good except your own thoughts. And you can control your own thoughts." Remember that. You control your own thoughts. So here's a final affirmation. There's more in your notes if you're following in the notes. But here's a final affirmation. I am fearlessly authentic. Now let's say it like we're fearlessly authentic. I am fearlessly authentic. I express my divine truth with love and courage. Emily Cady said, every loving thought, every unselfish action, every time you hold a vision of truth, you are shining the light of spirit. So instead of complaining about darkness, we have to be the light. So in conclusion, let's review our takeaways. 1, we recognize the light within. We remember we are already divine beings. 2, we cultivate the light through prayer, love, and letting go of fear. And 3, we share the light through kindness and authenticity and holding that higher vision. And when we do that, we empower and show the way for others to do the same. Think about what Isaiah wrote. Arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord arises upon you. You are the light. Now go forth and shine.
On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star. You feel part of every mountain, sea, and shore. You can hear from far and near the things you've never heard before. And on a clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever and evermore. On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you will see who you are. On that clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star. You are part
Diana Hughes. Let's sing our kids in. You were walking in the light of God. 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 You were walking, 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 walking in the light of God. You were walking, 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 walking in the light of God.
Thank you for singing us in. And good morning to everybody. Hi. We do not have our teens with us. We have our youth, our younger youth, but we don't have our older youth with us because they are in Dallas and they are, or Denver. Thank you. One of the D places, yeah. They're in Denver. They're doing a lock-in that they planned, and so we just want to send our love and light to them as we are missing them here today. We had a lot of fun in our class. Do you guys want to say anything about what we did in class today? That's okay. They'll get there. No worries. We had a lot of fun, but it is a little odd to be up here without the older kids, so please send all of your love to them. Yeah. And we do have a special presentation today.
Love the earth. Yeah, love the animals and the trees and all of that. And dinosaurs. Yeah, especially dinosaurs, yes. I would like to invite up our Earth Care team for a very special presentation.
Yay!
Thank you. We are also missing a few people that have been involved, especially Lori and Carl, who have been very involved in the Earth Care team. They just were not able to make it today. So we have a presentation to you, to the congregation here. We got a recognition for the Green Star Award from Unity Worldwide Ministries. It was a little late in coming, so we will be soon applying for what we did last year. This is actually for the year before, in 2023, and that's when we did the gala. And so you remember the gala, right?
Woo!
Big affair, right? In fact, because of the gala, we are warm in here today. We replaced doors on either side and in the community room. Who was involved in doing something with the gala? Stand up. Because this is yours too, okay? This was a church-wide or spiritual center-wide event. We have another event coming up, and I hope we will have as much excitement about that too, okay? So we look forward to having another one of these. We will have this hung on the wall somewhere, I'm sure, so we can look at it. And I want to thank everybody on my team, as well as everybody that was involved in the gala, for all the work you did. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I do want to say thank you for inviting our kids to be a part of taking care of the earth. We have discussed some of the seeds that we're going to be planting, so thank you for allowing us to be a part of that. These are the guys that invited us to plant some seeds and take care of them, guys. That was pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Thank you so much. Will you guys join us in praying for our kids today? And please send that energy out to our youth as well. You are a perfect child of God. And God and I love you just the way you are.
And now we'll stand, do our prayer for protection and our peace song, and then remember. Oh my gosh, this is the first Sunday of the month.
So anyone who has a birthday this month, please stand up. We're going to sing you happy birthday.
Stand up, Martin.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eunice. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing blessing you now. Happy birthday, everybody.
Okay, now we'll say our prayer for protection and do our peace song. And adults, please remember to let the kids get out before we fill up the aisle. All righty, ready? Guys ready? The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And all is woo-wee.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let's walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let us be alone now. Right now! Let there be sad by day. Let this be my joyous round. Take each moment to live, each moment to peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Whoa. This is the day to walk in the light. This is the day to walk in the light. This is the day to walk in the light. Walking in the light of God. Wherever you go, walk in the light. Wherever you go, walk in the light. Wherever you go, walk in the light. Walking in the light of, walking in the light of, walking in the light of God.